Good morning, children. So this session we are going to revise for the unit test as well as for the NEET test. I hope you have received the portions, isn't it? In chemistry, only minimum portions. So you should go through everything, children, line by line, even word by word you should learn. Then only you can attend for the NEET level questions. Okay. First we can move to the unit test revision, right? Shall we start now? We can start with the definitions. Okay, if you have book, you just take the first page of this lesson. Okay, otherwise take your rough note and note it down. Very soon you will receive the question answers. Okay, so and that also you can just refer it. Now we can move to the definitions. So first one, define atom. What is meant by atom? An atom is the smallest particle of an element which exhibits all the properties of that element. Okay, so this line is very important. An atom is the smallest particle of an element which exhibits up to this smallest particle of an element. These are two more questions. Okay, so what do you mean by atom? An atom is the smallest particle of an element which exhibits all the properties of that element, right? Shall we move to the second question? Second one, define molecule. Group of atoms bonded together to form molecule. Okay, group of atoms bonded together to form molecule. Example, water. Because water is composed of hydrogen as well as oxygen atoms. Okay, hydrogen atom, oxygen atom bonded together or combined together. Bonded means attraction, I told you, isn't it? So bonded together to form molecule. So water is a molecule only. Okay, so molecule means what? Group of atoms bonded together to form molecule. Example, water, right? Third question, matter. What do you mean by matter? Anything which occupies space and has weight, or otherwise you can say it as mass also. Mass or weight, both are same meaning only. Anything you can write. Okay, so anything which occupies space and has mass are called matter. What are the examples we can say? Table, chair, air, water, computer, iron. Okay, these are some of the examples. Even a person is also a matter only. Okay, because he has weight. Yeah, he occupies the space and also has weight, isn't it? So all these are examples for matter. So what do you mean by matter? Anything which occupies space and has mass or weight are called matter, right? Fourth question, compound. A compound is composed of two or more separate elements. Okay, once again I repeat, a compound is composed of two or more separate elements. Example, NaCl. NaCl is nothing but sodium chloride. Okay, so this one Na means sodium and Cl is chlorine. So sodium element as well as chlorine element combines. Okay, combines to form the compound. Okay, so sodium chloride is a compound. A compound is composed of two or more separate elements. Example, sodium chloride. Even water also we can say as an example for compound because it is composed of hydrogen and oxygen element, right? Next one, ions. Atoms or group of atoms having a charge. Okay, positive charge or negative charge are called ions. Okay, ions means what? Atoms or group of atoms having a charge. Positive charge or negative charge are called ions. Okay, so positive charge means what? Cation. Negative charge means anion. Okay, so both cation as well as anion are ions only. Okay, both have opposite electrical charges and they get attracted to each other. But for this question, if they ask for the definition type short answer means no need to explain about the positive cation, anion like that. Okay, you should remember that's it. For ions means you have to write atoms are group of atoms having a charge. In the bracket you mention positive or negative charge are called ions, right? Next question, symbol. What do you mean by symbol? A symbol stands for some meaning. For example, mathematical terms. In mathematics we use many terms. For example, for addition, what symbol you will use? You will use the plus symbol, isn't it? In the same manner for subtraction, minus symbol, isn't it? So, a symbol is an image, object, etc. that stands for some meaning. Okay, you should remember this point. Symbol stands for some meaning. In chemistry, each element is denoted by a symbol. In the periodic table, nearly 118 elements are present. All the 118 elements are represented by a symbol only, right? So, the name of an element is represented by shortened form. This point, this line is this word is very important. Shortened form. Okay. The name of an element is represented by shortened form is called as symbol. Okay. So next one. What are the three states of matter? You know very well, isn't it? The three states of matter are solids, liquids, and gases. Also, you should give minimum 3 examples for each physical state. Okay. For solids, book, chair, stone, this green board, okay, fan, table, chair, this cake, everything will come under solid. Next one, liquids, water, milk, juice, oil. This we can say as an example for liquids, isn't it? Next one, gases, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, steam. These are the examples for gases. So, what are the three states of matter? Means you have to write the 3 physical states. What are they? Solids, liquids, and gases. And for each physical state, minimum 3 examples you should give, right? Next question. How matter is composed? Okay. Matter in any physical state is composed of very smaller particles such as atom, molecules, or ions. Okay. So, very smaller particles. Isn't it? Atom is a very smaller particle, minute particle. Okay. Molecules. These molecules are made up of atoms only. Hence, atoms are the building blocks of matter. You got it? Once again, I repeat. How matter is composed of? Matter in any physical state, whether it may be a solid or liquid or gas. Okay. It is composed of smaller particles such as atom, molecules, or ions. Understood, children? Shall we move to the next question? Right. Next we can move to the history of symbols of elements. Okay. So first one, Greek symbols. The ancient Greeks used the symbols, okay, in the form of a geometrical shapes. What are the various geometrical shapes? You know very well. The various geometrical shapes are triangle, rectangle, square, circle, rhombus, isn't it? So, the ancient Greeks also used the symbols in the form of a geometrical shapes only. Okay. Also, the ancient Greeks used symbols to represent the 4 basic elements around us. What are they? Air, water, fire, and earth by using symbols only. Okay. So write a note on Greek symbols. If they ask the question like this, then you have to write all these points. Okay. First one, the ancient Greeks used the symbols in the form of geometrical shapes. That's the first point. Second point, the ancient Greeks used symbols to represent the 4 basic elements such as, okay, earth, air, fire, and water. These 4 basic elements, it's actually around us, isn't it? So they represent these basic elements by using symbols. Okay, these are the things you should write for the Greek symbols. Next we can move to alchemist symbols. During alchemical period, the different materials that they used were represented by symbols. Okay. Also, they tried to change the less valuable metal into gold. Okay. And the process was known as alchemy, and the men who did this work were known as alchemists. Okay. Alchemists are also known as gold cooks. Why? Because they changed the less valuable metal into gold. Got it? Okay. Alchemist symbols. Write a note on alchemist symbols. The question is asked like this and you have to write about these things. What are they? First point, during alchemist period, the different materials that they used were represented by symbols. Or they tried to change the less valuable metal into gold. Okay. So the process was known as alchemy, and the men who did this work were known as alchemists. Okay. So these things you should remember. Next we can move to the Dalton symbols. In 1808, John Dalton, English scientist, he tried to name the various elements based on the pictorial symbols. What are the pictorial symbols? Okay, if you have book, you just refer the book. Otherwise, you refer the part 1 video. In that I have mentioned the pictorial symbols. Okay, so these symbols, that pictorial symbols are very difficult to draw. Hence, they are not used. It is those pictorial symbols are only of historical importance. At the same time, it is very difficult to draw. Okay. So write a note on Dalton symbols. Okay. What's the answer for that? In 1808, John Dalton, English scientist, tried to name the various elements based on the pictorial symbols. Okay. These symbols are difficult to draw and hence they are not used. It is only of historical importance, right? Shall we move to the last one? Berzelius symbol. Okay. In 1830, John Jacob Berzelius, he devised a system using letters of alphabets. Okay, using letters of alphabets rather than signs. Instead of sign, he used the alphabet letters, right? So the modified version of Berzelius system follows under the heading System for Determining Symbols of the Elements. Nowadays we are following this system only, determining symbols of the elements. Okay. So write a note on Berzelius symbol. The question is like this. Okay. What you have to write? You have to write. But to start from the beginning. In 1830, John Jacob Berzelius devised a system using letters of alphabets rather than sign. Okay. So the modified version of Berzelius system follows under the heading System for Determining Symbols of the Elements. Okay. So you have to write all these things. Suppose if this question is asked in detail, means you have to mention everything. You have to write about Greek symbols, alchemist symbol, Dalton symbol, Berzelius symbol. Okay. In the 2 more questions, if they ask, write a note on the Berzelius symbol, means you write about this thing only. Okay. Understood, children? Right. Now we can move to the present system for determining symbols of the elements. Okay. So the symbols of the elements, mainly non-metals, use their first letter of their English name. Okay. For example, look at this one. So element name is given as well as its symbol is also given. These are some of the non-metals. Okay. First one, boron. What's the symbol of boron? B. Because the first letter only they are taken as a symbol name. Okay, of the element. Name of the element is boron. Its first letter is B. So the symbol is B. Next one, carbon element. And its symbol is C. Why? Because the first name of the English letter is C. So the symbol is C. Next one, fluorine element. And its symbol is F. Okay. So next one, hydrogen. What is the symbol of hydrogen? H. Next, iodine. Vanadium, the first letter is V, so its symbol is V. Next one uranium, U, and the last one yttrium, symbol is Y, because the first letter is Y. Okay. Next one, if the name of the element has the same initial letter as another element, then the symbol uses the first letter and second letter of the element name. Okay. First letter should be in the uppercase and the second letter should be in the lowercase. Uppercase means capital letter and lowercase means small letter. Okay. Let me see some examples. Okay. See the first one, aluminium. Okay. The first letter is A and the second letter is L. So its symbol is AL. Okay. If the name of the element has the same initial letter as another element, then the symbol uses the first and second letter. See, check here, second one and third one you see. The first, second element is barium. The first two letters you see Ba. At the same time, if you check beryllium, the first two letters are Be. First letter is B and second letter is E. So we cannot take the first letter only. Okay. So we have to take the first two letters of the element name. So the barium element, its symbol is Ba, and for beryllium we have to take the first two letters, that is Be. Okay. And for bismuth, the first two letter is B, first letter is B and second letter is I. So the symbol is Bi. Next one for bromine, first letter is B, second letter is R. So the symbol of bromine is Br. Next, cobalt, first letter is C, second letter is O. So the symbol is Co. Like that for gallium, Ga, helium, He, lithium, Li, neon, Ne, silicon, Si, argon, Ar. Okay. See the first letter, it is in the uppercase, it is in the capital letter. The second letter always you should write only in the small, that is lowercase, small letters. Okay. This point you have to remember. Next, if the name of the element, if the first two letters of the element, okay, if the first two letters of the name of the element are same, then we have to take the first letter and the second letter. For some elements we have to take the third letter as symbol. Okay, we'll see some example. See here, argon. The name of the element is argon and its symbol is Ar. Here we have taken the first letter and second letter as symbol. At the same time, if you check the arsenic, for arsenic also the first two letters are Ar only. But already we have taken Ar as argon. So for arsenic we have to use the first letter and third letter. Okay. So first letter as well as third letter, that's what we have got, As. Next one for chlorine, first letter C, third letter is L. So the symbol of chlorine is Cl. Next for chromium, first letter is C, third letter is R. So the symbol of chromium is Cr. For bromine, first two letters Br is a symbol. So the symbol of bromine is Br. For cobalt, Co. Okay. Calcium, first two letters, that is Ca. Cadmium, we cannot take Ca because already for calcium the symbol is Ca. So here we have to take the third letter. First letter is C and third letter is D. So the symbol is Cd. Next for magnesium, first letter is M and third letter is G and the symbol of magnesium is Mg. Next for manganese, first letter is M, third letter is N. Okay, so the symbol for manganese is Mn. Followed by silicon, first two letters is a symbol, that is Si. The symbol of silicon is Si. Okay. Some symbols are used based on their Latin names. Okay, based on their Latin names or old names. For example, so this is the name of the element. Its Latin name is the name of the element is given. Latin name of the element is given, and also its symbol is given. If you take sodium element, its Latin name is natrium. Okay, natrium. Natrium, and its symbol is Na. First two letters Na. What is the symbol of sodium? Na. Second one, potassium. Its Latin name is Kalium, and its symbol is K. Okay. Always we should use the first letter, capital letter. Next, for iron element, its Latin name is Ferrum, and its symbol is Fe. For copper, Latin name is Cuprum, and its symbol is Cu. Next, silver, Latin name is Argentum, and its symbol is Ag. Next, gold, Latin name of gold is Rm, and its symbol is Au. Next, mercury, its Latin name is Hydrogyrum, and its symbol is Hg. What is the meaning for hydrogyrum? Hydrogyrum means it's a liquid silver. Okay, in Latin, liquid silver. The meaning of hydrogyrum is liquid silver. Next, lead. Latin name of lead is plumbum. Okay, and its symbol is Pb. Next, tin. Name of the element is tin, and its Latin name is stannum. What is the symbol of tin? Sn. Okay. Next one, antimony. Its Latin name is strontium, and its symbol is Sb. Next one, name of the element is tungsten, and the Latin name of tungsten is wolfram. Okay, wolfram, and its symbol is W. Got it, children? Okay, shall we move to the next one? Some elements are named based on their country name, color, mythological character, planet name. Okay, shall we see some examples? Okay, first one, see the name of the element is americium. Okay, and its symbol is Am. This name of the element actually derived from the country America. Okay, so next one, europium. Name of the element is europium, and its symbol is Eu, and it derived from the country Europe. Okay, so next one, nobelium. Name of the element is nobelium, and its symbol is No. Okay, derived from the scientist name Alfred Nobel. Okay, Swedish chemist, and he invented the dynamite. Okay, next one, iodine. Its symbol is I, and its name derived from the color. Okay, iodine color is violet in color. Next one, mercury. Its symbol is Hg, derived from god Mercury. Mythology character. What is meant by mythology? Actually, it mentions the traditional names of characters. Okay, god Mercury is a Roman god. Mercury is a Roman god. Okay. Next, plutonium. Its symbol is Pu. Plutonium derived from the planet name Pluto. Okay. Next, neptunium. Its symbol is Np, and it's also derived from the planet Neptune. Next, last one is uranium. Its symbol is U. Uranium also derived from the planet name Uranus. Okay. So some elements are named based on their planet name, scientist name, color name, mythological character, country name, etc. Okay. So these are the examples. Okay.